welcome back.
Okay, so when you become pregnant, or when you're thinking about becoming pregnant, there's a lot of advice out there. There's a lot of tips. There's, when you have your first year, your second year with baby, there can be like many different kinds of books. So it's really fabulous when you can find one book that talks about everything, right?
Like, you know what? And you said when you have a baby, your first baby, even on baby 3.
Yes, you forget stuff.
You forget stuff.
Yes. Okay, so introducing Charlotte Ryan. She is an author of this fabulous book that we discovered.
Find the Babe.
I
love it. I love it so much. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to start this first because I'm on baby 3, and I literally, when you sent it to me, went through everything. I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, that's right.
But it's perfect.
Thank you
so
for
glad.
coming.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Really
okay,
so
we
want to hear
why did you do this? Why did you write this book?
Well, it all started actually with one of my best friends. She had a little trouble getting pregnant. It took her a little longer. So when she did, it was really exciting. I was very happy for her. We were all very happy. But she also didn't have a lot of experience with babies. And so she
As you don't in the beginning.
Right. Well, neither did I with the first one.
I know, right?
So she didn't really know what to do, what to expect. And so she would ask me for advice. So I loved talking about babies, and I would be happy to give her all my advice. And then she says, oh my, I can't remember all this. Can you write it down, please? And so I did. And then I realized, well, I've always loved writing. It just kind of morphed into a book.
Yeah,
it didn't start out as a book,
right?
And it turned into a book.
It's amazing that that's your story because I have a friend that's gonna have a baby in a few weeks, and and that's literally what she'll come over and we'll talk, and she'll be writing notes, or I'll send her text messages with thoughts. And and when I read this, I read it like you were my friend. Like telling me,
that's so perfect.
So it was really interesting that that was your backstory because I did not know
your
that.
Tone,
we didn't know
yes,
it. Is
that
like your
is
friend.
what the tone is meant. Like that's why I feel that it's different from other baby books because it's meant to be between two best friends.
Yes, it doesn't
talking
feel like
about the intimate
too medical.
Stuff.
Or
I feel like you remember that more too. Like you can read a ton of very medically driven books, but it's hard to remember. It doesn't like resonate as much with you.
This is very personal. It's a personal account.
And I love that. And you have 4 kids, so you know what you're talking about, Charlotte.
I've been there.
You've been there.
It wasn't always easy. Like it took a while to figure it out.
And then you kind of knew exactly what points are important to talk about, right? Because I find sometimes when you get baby books, you're like overwhelmed because there's too much in there, right? And then here it's like you told me exactly what I needed to know and remember.
I haven't read the whole book because
she
just had a baby. So tell me, what is the story of the book or the flow?
Okay. Well, it goes from pregnancy all the way to age 2 through all the different major milestones and all the different things that you need to know as a new mom or dad. Starts with different tips for pregnancy, what you can do, what you shouldn't do, what you should watch out for. And then it goes into trying to plan out your birth plan. All my 4 births were completely different.
Yes.
So I experienced everything from a C-section to a VBAC to a vacuum delivery to all natural with no epidural. I tried everything.
Wow.
So I can give
personal talk to it all.
Yeah,
talk to it all.
Personal through the trenches account of each type of birth, so moms can kind of see, okay, what would work for me.
Right.
I had midwife and I had a doctor as well, and then 2 of my very good friends had home births, so I have a chapter on that. I didn't do that. But it talks about all the options for birth, so moms can really be informed and think what is the best for them. After that, I go into what happens at the hospital, what do you do when you take the baby home?
Because that's a scary day.
Yeah,
I have to say,
is.
I've done it 3 times, but like especially, well actually even the 3rd time, because the 3rd time was 7 years later for me from the first, and like it is kind of daunting walking out that baby, like am I really allowed to leave?
You little tiny person.
Yes. So you can read your book over and over again really to remind yourself too, right?
Yeah, and one thing I find other baby books maybe don't talk about is how to take care of mom's body after the delivery, because there's a lot of pain and issues and weird things that happen. So I talk about all of that, all those weird things.
And that's important too, because on baby 3, I felt like my body reacted the weirdest.
It gets harder, I think.
I know,
with each
my
one.
midwife said that. My midwife said baby 3 is like actually probably the hardest
it's wear
on your body.
and tear on your
It
body.
But I would get pains or pinches or these stabs, and I'd call Vanessa and I'd be like, I don't know, something's really wrong with me, right? And you're almost scared, but there's nowhere to look. And if you look on Google, it's like,
and also Google is too overwhelming and too scary. Too much.
Did you find like when your girlfriend was asking you these questions that maybe you didn't realize how much information you had?
Yes, exactly. I didn't realize. It just comes
like
naturally to talk about it. Yeah, and then after the 4th, I'm like, I really need to share this. I've got all these tips and all these strategies that I've developed over time, and I love to talk about it. I love to share.
And what are the age of your kids? Because you've got 4.
Yeah, so I have my oldest just turned 10.
Oh, wow.
And then my second just turned 8.
Yeah.
And then my daughter, my one girl, just turned 6. And then my littlest is 3, almost 4.
Aw, those are great ages.
I'm out of the baby phase though, and seeing your baby today, Melissa, I miss that. I love
was like,
the
who
baby
wants to hold my
phase.
baby?
She's like, me.
We've been sharing
over
the
here.
baby.
Yeah.
So should we expect a 2
Yes,
on?
there's
Okay.
a lot more after that. I talk about breastfeeding, bottle feeding, feeding both breast and bottle.
Yeah.
Diapers, cloth diapers versus disposable diapers. I did both. 2 babies disposable, 2 babies cloth. Sick baby, fussy baby, what to do with fevers, temperatures, boogers.
Yeah.
Sick
This is
babies.
so good. It's all
Yes.
in there, right?
Yeah. Making strange, and then I did a whole section on baby sign language, which was really huge
I saw
for
that.
me.
Yes, yeah.
I loved.
Did
baby
you
sign
sign with
language.
all of your
All
kids?
of them, and I found it such an amazing experience.
Yeah.
It's really a way to connect with your baby before they can actually talk, and you can communicate, and it's actually really easy to do.
Yeah.
So that's one
It's
of my
amazing how
highlights.
much they do once you start doing the sign, how much they gravitate to it and enjoy being able to communicate with you, right?
Yeah, that was a really amazing tool for me. to
Yeah.
I remember when my son learned more, it like the screaming stopped.
Yes,
the
exactly.
screaming stopped.
It takes away some of that frustration
Yes.
because it allows them to communicate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have another section that I find is really important is my sleep section. Baby sleep, it's so hard, and poor
It's
moms.
such a big one, though,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Like it is a big one. Being
We
the
both struggled
lack
with
of
that.
sleep, whether you sleep train, how you do it.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So
So there's lots of information about sleep in there.
I started with co-sleeping with my first.
So did I.
Okay, and then I transitioned, realizing that wasn't a good fit for me. I wasn't getting enough sleep at all, and I was so tired. And so by the 4th, I have developed a very great sleep training plan that really works. All my kids sleep all through the night.
Well, I feel like you could write another book about that because when you can get all of your kids sleeping through the night, like that's a strong thing to be able to do.
You know what? To me, that is so important because
It
I find
is.
a healthy sleep is really important for the children's health and for the mom's health
Abs-
and for
I
the mom
agree.
and dad to have time together.
Yes.
It's just crucial for a family, especially with a lot of children, to kind of run smoothly. Everyone
We-
feels better with a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
It's
we're
so
big
important. We have
advocates,
3 kids. I do sleep training. Same thing. Like I feel like you need the sleep.
And I
You
know
just
it is
need
kind of a controversial issue.
I know, but there's gentle ways to do
There
it.
is,
Yeah.
and you do it in a way it's loving, but you're firm and consistent.
Yes.
And then
Just like parenting.
and it works, and then your baby sleeps.
Okay,
When
so
you were, just one last question. When you were
Sure.
giving this to your friend, what do you think was the one aha tip for her that she was like, oh my gosh?
I think it was a sleep training.
I knew you were going to go there. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's
It
so
was,
important.
yeah.
Okay, well, you can find this book on Amazon.ca and
.com.
.com, sorry.
Or actually, both.
Okay, Amazon.com or .ca, and your website is bun2babe.com.
.com.
All right, thanks so much,
so much.
Charlotte.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
having
this
me.
is a great book. Thanks for being with us, and you
very
can check her
welcome.
website out and see all for yourself.
And we will be back, so stay tuned.